I know how upsetting it can get when you get your feedback back. Pun intended. When you get a feedback from your tutor and they're like, after you've put so much effort into that particular piece of essay and you get it back and you get it like 60, and they say you've been quite descriptive or something like that, it can be super upsetting. I know. So that's what we're going to address in this video: how to never be descriptive again. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, then definitely keep watching. Welcome back. If you are new on this channel, welcome. All right, it's good to have you here. This is the channel for anything academics. I've got you. Okay, so, and if you're not new, oh darling subscriber, welcome back. All right, so in today's video we are going to talk extensively about how to never be descriptive again. I know this is something that a lot of us have struggled with. I have struggled with this before, but I'm glad to help out right now to tell you how to never be descriptive when you are writing your essays. Okay, so if that sounds like what you're looking for, or you know anyone that will benefit, right, I hope you've sent to them. And before I go on, I hope you've given this video a thumbs up, you've liked, you've subscribed, and done all that shenanigans. Okay. I'm feeling very excited today, so let's get into the video proper, guys. Okay, for you to never be descriptive again, that means you have to put a lot of critical analysis in your work. I have previous videos that have detailed what critical analysis is and how different ways that you can achieve critical analysis in your work. But I want to go a step further today, like take critical analysis a step further and tell you 3 ways to actually break it down. So you have critical evaluation, you have synthesis, and you have exploration, right? So these 3 things now are all under critical analysis, just like critical thinking, critical writing, critical reading, all that. So these 3 things I've mentioned are all under critical analysis. So I'm going to start with critical evaluation, right? For critical evaluation, so here is how I'm going to illustrate it. You get a piece of evidence or a piece of statement from a research, and that statement, you want to tell us whether you agree with it or you do not agree with it. So you tell us your verdict. Do I agree with it? Do I not agree with it? So why don't you agree with it? Then you provide an evidence to show us that there is evidence suggesting that it is okay to agree with it, or there is evidence that is contradicting what you have, what that research says, right? So basically that is how you evaluate. You have a piece, you're evaluating a piece of statement or a supposed fact. So you use the research that you have, or all the research you have, to evaluate that particular statement, to say, okay, I agree with this because there is evidence suggesting that it is true based on, you tell us why. Or no, I do not agree with this fact, or these findings have to be what's that diplomatic way we always say it, the findings from this study has to be applied with caution, right? That's just a way of saying I don't agree with it, and here is why. Okay, so you understand that in academic writing you can't just say no, I don't agree, yes, I agree. As in, it's not just that straightforward. You have to be a bit diplomatic, right? So when you say it that way and you tell us why, that is you doing a form of critical evaluation. So you evaluate the whole thing. Now that moves me to the next one, which is synthesis. For synthesis, it's your ability to like infer, how do I put this now? To infer a relationship between different sources. So it might be different articles, and then you find the relationship between them. Like it might be that the findings are actually quite different, but there is something that is relating all of them together. There's something they have in common. So that's what your synthesis is. You go a step further than evaluating. You dig deep and check that, okay, all these sources now, maybe there are like 5 sources, all these studies, they have different conclusions. However, there is one thing that is significant to all 5 of them. So you're synthesizing that fact. It's like telling us what the mere eyes cannot see, like what you cannot actually just read out. You have to think deep. So this is where your critical thinking comes in place. Like, after I have read through, I realized that this part, although it wasn't written in this clear form, but this is what joins all these studies together, right? So that is you synthesizing. And lastly, you have exploration. Sorry guys that I'm boring you with all these terminologies today, but they are necessary, okay? They are necessary to understand, to have an in-depth understanding of critical analysis. So exploration, what does that mean? Exploration is actually quite close to synthesis, but they are not the same thing. In exploration, you don't exactly know what you're looking for. Say, for example, I'm going to use surgeons as example right now. Sometimes they do exploratory procedures. That's because they don't know what they would find, right? They are going into the theater to open up, and then they will find something to now make a diagnosis. So it's basically what, like for synthesis, you already have your conclusion. You are now just digging deep to find more. But for exploration, you don't even know what it is, but you are, how do I put this now so that it's relatable? You are trying to arrive at a diagnosis. If I will relate that to research right now, although this is not surgery, if I will relate that to research, so I would say, for example, in a case where you have a topic and it's not a topic you're particularly familiar with, and you, of course, there will be popular opinions on that topic, but there will also be unpopular opinions. So if you go a step further and dig into those unpopular opinions, I'm sure there are so many things you would find. You can explore that and go further. Like, you keep digging until you find your gold. So you keep digging and then you find something. So basically, I think that pretty much summarizes it. And exploration is one of the main reasons why we carry out empirical research. It's just so we can find that thing. So sometimes it might just be, when people carry out systematic reviews and they arrive at one conclusion that is not even related to the hypothesis they had developed earlier. So that's how exploration works. Do you get? And of course, I know I don't have to say this, but I still want to. When you are writing your academic writing and you are critiquing and all that, never write in the first person. Always in the third person. It's not I will. It's not they will. I have. Evidence has shown that based on certain studies, not I does not even exist in research, because truly, you can't tell us I exist, because all what you're using are other people's work. So just third person only, unless indicated by your tutor, supervisor, or whoever, or maybe there's a particular piece of work that they want you to personalize, like in a case of reflective essay. If you don't know what a reflective essay is and you want to know, let me know in the description box and I will get to it. And I know that a lot of you guys have asked me to do several videos, but guys, I am trying, but please don't give up. If I haven't responded to your topic, if you've asked me a question and I haven't made a video on it, please do leave a comment in the do leave a comment in the comment section. I forgot what I wanted to say. Do leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what that topic is. I might have maybe not seen it, or maybe I saw it and I have forgotten. So please pardon me. Let me know in the description, in the comment section, and I will be glad to help. And if you need additional help, some helps are free, some are not. And some of you, well, let's talk about this. Why do some of you send me, like you're writing a 10,000 word essay and you send me the entire 10,000 and you tell me to help you check it. Come on. That's not only not fair, it's, oh, come on, that's not fair at all. So some services are not free. but some are, at least some people do send me their topics to just say, oh, please, what do you think about how I have phrased this topic? And I can be like, oh, you phrased it perfectly, or no, you can further phrase it better by doing this. That's like something I can attend to. But you sending me a 30-page document and telling me to please review and your work is due in 2 days. Guys, no. Unacceptable. All right, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, if you need any help, any additional help, please, you can always send me an email. And I charge for some services are free, you already know that, but my door is always open. My email is in the description box. Get it there, send me an email. And if it's something I can do for you for free, like if something I can easily reply through an email and tell you how to go about it, then absolutely for free. But if something I have to charge you for, then I will charge you for it. Okay, guys? So I hope that so far you have gotten another in-depth knowledge about critical analysis and how critical evaluation, synthesizing, and exploration would help you further with your critical analysis. So that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed the video and at least you've taken your critical analysis a step further, right? All right, thank you for watching this video this far. I hope you've liked, I hope you've subscribed, I hope you've sent it to your friends, your colleagues, your classmates who would benefit from this. That would be really nice of you. Until I see you again in my next video, make sure you put a smile on somebody's face. Bye. For example, I'm going to use surgeries now. Surgeries done by surgeons. Of course, surgeries are done by surgeons.